This is the first time that the sovereign grant has been interrogated by a committee of Parliament. And I think it's been a really helpful exercise in opening the finances to public account. And also, we have looked at whether or not the Queen is well served by the royal household and by the Treasury, who support and advise the royal household. And I'm afraid we've come to the conclusion that things could be better. They're not balancing their books, and they're dipping into their reserves, so they've got the balances at a very low level now of £1 million. And that's all in the context of knowing that a lot of the heritage property, a lot of those wonderful royal palaces need a lot of investment. When we last looked at this, 40% of the heritage properties needed money spending on them. We think that figure's probably gone up. But when we asked the royal household what assessment they had of how much money needed spent, they couldn't tell us. And just little, well, important things actually, like, for example, the boiler at Buckingham Palace is 60 years old. It's out of date. The bills, the electricity and gas bills are huge. It should be replaced. There's no money for it. The Victoria and Albert Mausoleum, we've known for 18 years that that's in danger. Money should be spent on it. Money has yet to be found on it. There are buckets in the Royal Art Gallery taking the water that comes through the roof because the roof needs replacing. And it's really important that the royal household, working with the Treasury supporting them, should get better value for money for the £31 million of taxpayers' money they received last year, and then use that money to make sure that they really are proper guardians of the heritage properties under their wing. I think both Treasury and the royal household need to up their act, and that means they've got to get more money for less. If you look at their efficiency savings, they've only found 5% over the last 6 years, and every other public body has had to try and find better efficiency savings and has succeeded. They've got to do better in there. And the other thing is they can look at raising more income. They've done a bit of work in that, but if you just look at Buckingham Palace, it has about 500,000 visitors a year. Now, the Tower of London has over 2 million visitors a year. Now, of course, Buckingham Palace is a lived-in palace, so the things are different. But nevertheless, the Queen is not there all of the time, and I think more income could be generated if smarter use was made of the availability of the palace when the Queen is not in residence.